No doubt, dating is a tricky business, and those in the throes of it tend to look for signs everywhere. But should you judge a man by his car or apartment? A reader wants to know, and the moneyologist Quentin Fottrell is here to tell us. So, Quentin, you have a reader who is concerned that a man she has recently started dating is not too good with money, and what gives her that impression?
I can sense the disdain in your voice.
No. Please, carry on.
So he lives in a studio apartment, and he also happens to have in the garage of that studio apartment a fine big Mercedes.
So she wonders, why does he choose to live in a tiny studio apartment and spend all of his money on the Mercedes?
Because, technically, you can get cars for good, pretty relatively cheaply, even a Mercedes these days, especially if you're leasing it or if it's not, brand new. But
he has a pretty good answer for it, though. She even asked him about it. And what did he say?
And he said that, when he can be more responsible when he needs to be more responsible.
Good answer. He's a single guy. If he wants to spend his money on a Mercedes,
car, maybe it's it's good for his social life. Who knows?
And how much does a Mercedes cost these days? What are we talking about?
I looked online, and you can anywhere from upwards of 34,000. You can spend a lot.
Right. And we don't know how he got it. He could have gotten a special deal, and we also don't know if he lives in the fanciest studio apartment in the world. It could also be a very tricked-out studio apartment.
Remember that studio apartment from Foul Play with Dudley Moore and Goldie Hawn?
There you go.
With the Murphy bed and this lights flashing.
Yes, that could be his pad.
That Murphy bed would cost a lot of money these days, even adjusting for inflation.
Absolutely. So was your advice to cut him some slack?
It was. Mm-hmm. I sort of see that it might seem incongruous to have a big fancy car and then a really small apartment. But I do think that he answered the question, and that she needs to give the guy a break. He could have a Batmobile in his garage. It could be something a lot more alarming than a nice car.
Hey, at least it'll be a fun thing to go out on dates. When should she be worried, though? At what point would you not say give the guy a break?
When they're married and they have a baby and he upgrades to a two-seater Ferrari.
Yeah.
Then I would be concerned. But you're right. People are dating. They look for all kinds of signs because I call them flares. The things that a year into a relationship you look back and thought, it was right under my nose.
I should have picked up on that.
So she's just being extra vigilant. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Hey, a girl doesn't have time to waste these days. Quentin Fottrell, thank you so much for that.
Pleasure.